time, weather, and...
Hello and welcome to Driving with Todd. And I'm Todd. Yesterday I was at a local coffee house, had a nice 16-ounce cup of coffee, and a peanut butter cookie. This place is called the Weather Center, and it has the best peanut butter cookies ever. They're got chocolate chips in them, they got pieces of peanut butter, and then they got peanuts in there. They're incredible. So I was enjoying that, and as I was enjoying that, I was sitting there, I had my phone, and I was going through comments that I had received from my Driving with Todd reactions. I get them in my email, and it's weird because I normally go from the newest to the oldest. I don't know why I do that, but I go from the newest to the oldest. So I was doing that yesterday and I came across this particular comment. The comment came in from my reaction to Joe Bonamassa and Mahalia Barnes doing the song Riding with the Kings. And the comment comes in from a YouTuber that goes by the name of Ken Schermerhorn. And Ken writes, "Sorry, that's Gov't Mule, not God's Mule, Todd. LOL." And I went, did I say something about the group Gov't Mule in my reaction? I wasn't getting it at all. So I kind of read it again and I went, okay, I'm not really sure what that's about. I can always comment back. And I went to the next comment. And the previous comment to that is again from Ken Schermerhorn from my reaction to Riding with the Kings. And Ken writes this. So this is previous. "Excellent reaction, Todd. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Now, going back to your I Rather Go Blind series reactions, there has been a new one that just popped up on YouTube. This one is by God's Mule." And I was like, okay, this is where the previous comment came from. So I'm guessing that Ken wrote in GOV''T and it got spell checked and replaced with GOD''S, which drives me nuts because it happens to me all the time. I don't catch it. I send the comment off or the memo off, and then I go back and read it. And that's not what I put in there. That's not what I wrote. But that has happened to me, and I'm sure that's what happened here as well. So this one is by God's Mule or Gov't Mule, featuring Samantha Fish and her bass player Ron Johnson. It's from Island Exodus in Jamaica, which Island Exodus took place on January 17th of 2024. So this is like 11, 12 days old, this video. So that's kind of cool. So it's a recent concert. Samantha and Warren Haynes put their own spin on this song. Now, Warren Haynes is a guitar player for Gov't Mule. I think it is an incredible version, and I'm pretty sure you will like it. Please react to this video when you can. Keep up with the great reactions, and thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep on doing reactions. I love music and I love doing this, and I'm hoping that the people who watch my videos love it as much as I do. So I thank you for all those comments. So I thought, yeah, I want to do this because you must have been reading my mind. I wanted to do a Samantha Fish video this week. One of the reasons is I have a good friend who watches all of my Driving with Todd videos. And my friend goes by the YouTube name of Flower. And Flower told me, hey, Todd, when are you going to do another Samantha Fish video? Because I really like Samantha Fish. So I thought, okay, I'm going to do that. This week I'm going to do a Samantha Fish reaction. But here it is. It just popped up as a comment. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do Gov't Mule with Samantha Fish doing the song I'd Rather Go Blind. Now, for those who don't know about Gov't Mule, because I'm not familiar with them at all, is they were formed in 1994 as kind of a side project to the Allman Brothers Band. Guitarist Warren Haynes from Allman Brothers Band and the bassist Alan Woody formed Gov't Mule. And now Alan Woody died in 2000, and since then they've had 3 other bass players within the group Gov't Mule. And so when I read that, I didn't realize that they were an offshoot of the Allman Brothers. I always thought Gov't Mule was kind of like the Grateful Dead. I've always heard they're like a jam band. They're like a Grateful Dead where they just kind of go on and on and on. And the way it reads, they're probably more like the Allman Brothers Band, which are a southern rock blues band, which also jams, but has a lot of structure to their jams. So, with that said, let's listen to Gov't Mule and Samantha Fish doing I love the song. It's a great song. I'd rather go blind. And this is live on January 17th of 2024.
Something told me it was over when I saw you. Oh, that little boy talking. Something deep, deep down inside said it's time to cry now. When I saw you and then walking, you see I love you so much. I can't stand to see you go. But even though I don't want to be free, so you see, I'd rather go blind than to watch you walk away.
Sitting here thinking of your kisses and your warm embrace, with the reflection of the glass that I held till my lips now, baby. Reveal the tears, oh, reveal the tears that was rolling down my face. Well, I would rather be a blind girl than to see you walk
Oh, okay. So, definitely live. It's definitely live. It appears that this is a audience recording, of course. I mean, they're probably recording it on their phone or whatever. I mean, you can initially hear a lot of the audience talking, but then as that bass guitar comes in, I mean, that bass guitar just took over, and it just is a booming bass, and that's Ron Johnson, which is part of Samantha's band. Wow, the guitars are excellent. Love the guitars. The keyboard, what I like too is that keyboard is really up front. You can really hear the keyboard player playing, and it's a really good bluesy sounding keyboard. And the drummer isn't really doing anything fantastic. I think just keeping the beat, keeping everybody together, holding the song together. And then it starts out with Warren singing the song, and he's singing it. He's got that good, deep, bluesy southern voice. And then when he stops singing, Samantha comes in, and she is phenomenal. Her voice is just great. What a great blues voice. And she's hitting that part of the song perfectly. That is perfectly. The only thing I wish they would do on this, the mixing, they would have mixed the mics up a little bit so that Samantha's voice would be a lot louder than a lot of the instrumentation, because this is one of those songs where you want to hear the emotion in the voice. You can hear it, you can see it in her face, you can see it in Samantha's face, you can hear it, but it should be louder. I want it to be louder. But otherwise, very cool. Very cool. Let's keep on going. Okay, okay, that was pretty good instrumental break. So it starts out with Samantha doing a very, very short guitar piece, and then Warren coming in and just jamming on his guitar. Really, really nice. Again, I don't know much about Gov't Mule. In fact, I know very little, if anything, about Gov't Mule. But again, I didn't think they were this type of band. I mean, they have that really great together sound that is a pull off from the Allman Brothers, because Allman Brothers band too was just so tight like this. And Warren's guitar player was really good. And then we go into this sax solo, which just really surprises me. And I thought that was kind of cool. The only thing I would have done on that sax, because I think when you have brass in a band like this, and you're using that brass as an instrument, part of the instrumental break where they're getting to do a solo, if I was the guy at the mixing board that was mixing these instruments for this concert, I would have cranked up that saxophone and just let that thing Blair, because you want that in your face. You want that loud and proud. You want that brass to be loud and proud. But it was a good brass solo. It was a good sax solo, and nothing against it. I just wish that that mixer would have mixed that sucker up a little bit so it was overtaking all the other instruments. That'd have been so cool. So let's keep on going.
Experience the music of Bob Dylan like never before, including Like a Rolling Stone, I Want You, and
Okay, disappointing with that commercial. I don't like that. YouTube, you get a video that's over like 10 minutes long, and YouTube always throws a video or a commercial in the middle of it. Like they can get out of them in about 4 seconds. But that's just so disappointing. YouTube needs to have a little bit more class than to break into a video like that. I just think that's classless. But anyways, I wanted to mention about this guitar solo that they just did. That was really cool. I like the tone on their guitars too. So if you're listening, their tones are totally different on these guitars. You got Samantha, and hers has kind of a real high pitch to it, and she hits those really high notes with her guitar, while Warren's is a deep sounding guitar. I mean, it's real deep sounding. It's got a much lower tone to it, and it's got a lot of depth to his playing. So it's kind of neat when she plays and then he plays. It's almost like you've got two people that are singing together, and one is got a deep voice and one's got a very high voice, and how they offset each other. That's what you had here with these two guitar solos, or these two guitars in this solo. I thought that was really pretty cool. Let's keep on going. That was nice. That was my nice. I enjoyed that a lot. It's not what can I say? This version was a little different. Well, every version that I've done of I'd Rather Go Blind, I think this is probably like the seventh or eighth one that I've done so far. I've just got onto this song and it was like, yeah, I can't let it go. There's been so many great versions of this song. This one's a little different where the vocals were really good, but they weren't up front. And I think that's part of the mixer who was mixing the show for the band. I think two things he could have done, or the person could have done that was mixing, was mix up that saxophone a little bit higher, especially in the instrumental break where the person was doing that sax solo, and then up the mic, especially on Samantha, because she was hitting the very emotional part of the song. She was hitting the very emotional lyrics of that song. And one thing about the song I'd Rather Go Blind, that's what you want to hear. You want to hear the emotion in those lyrics because it is a very emotional song. I mean, it's about a person who is losing their love to another person. And I mean, they'd rather go blind than see that person go. So, they're really hurting. So I'd love to have had Samantha's vocals up a little bit higher. Other than that, I thought it was great. I love the keyboards. I was hoping that during the instrumental break they'd do a little bit of a keyboard solo, but I think they were using the keyboard like the drums, where it was like filling in and keeping the song moving forward. But the keyboards were up front. You could hear them very, very nicely. The two guitarists, okay, Warren and Samantha, excellent guitarists. They're both really good guitarists. Like I mentioned, each guitar has its own tone as well, and their playing is tremendous. I mean, this was really a cool version of this song, and it surprised me because, like I said, I don't think I've ever heard anything by Gov't Mule. I've heard a lot about them. I've always thought they were more of a Grateful Dead type of band where they'll do these long jams that are kind of monotonous and go on and on and on. I don't think so. I think this is more of where they came from, the Allman Brothers, and they're giving you some really good jams, but they're good controlled jams, a lot of blues, a lot of soul put into it, and I like this particular song itself, I'd Rather Go Blind, which is just phenomenal. So I did enjoy this a lot. This was fun. I'm sure this was a great concert too. The people looked like they were having a good time. And for an audience recording, I thought it was really a pretty good recording. A lot of the audience recordings are just so flat. This one had a lot of depth to it, so I thought that was cool. I like too that the person who was filming it was zooming in to different players within the group at the right times. So I thought it was done almost professionally. Just the sound could have been a little bit better. Other than that, I loved it. I hope you loved it too. If you did, hit that like button. That'd be really appreciated. If you have any comments about Gov't Mule with Samantha Fish doing the song I'd Rather Go Blind, hey, put it in the comments below. That'd be really appreciated as well. I'm going to take a link to this video and I'm going to put it into my description below. So if you want to watch it again, just go into my description, hit that link. This video will open up and play all the way through. Well, we might get a commercial in the middle like we did with this one, but you won't have me stopping it. So you get to watch the whole video. Also, I'm going to put a link to the channel that uploaded this video into my description below. Might want to check out that channel. They may have some other cool videos as well. Now, have you subscribed to Driving with Todd? If you haven't, do it right now. You'd be really doing me a big, big favor. Go below this video and hit that subscribe button. That's all you got to do. If you want, though, you can go over here, ring the bell, and you'll get updates to my latest videos. So this is a great recommendation. Like I said, I wanted to do some Samantha Fish this week because I had a friend ask me, when are you going to do some more? So I thought, I'm going to do one this week. And then when this comment came in, it was like, perfect. It's a song I love, and it's got Samantha Fish doing it, so that's going to be great. And I get to hear Gov't Mule, a group I've never heard before. So all in all, I love this. Put a big smile on my face. I hope a big smile on your face. And peace out, baby.